I'm hoping that you understand how important it is you get the knowledge that you're going to get today. I'm trying to make sure that you have the easiest time making passive income online. I hope that you, within these videos, as well as subsequent videos, get the knowledge that you need and get the motivation and inspiration to do the things you've been waiting to do. A lot of the things that I have done on this channel, as well as others, I could have done so much earlier. So I'm definitely regretting not hitting the ground running, not getting more into passive income, not taking it more seriously, and most importantly, not being consistent. So I say to you, consistently come here to the channel known as Note to Self, where we strive to use AI tools in order to create passive income and cash flow overall. I'm your host, Sean Poindexter, introducing you to this Notebook LM and showing you somewhat of a stack. It's a small stack, but a stack nonetheless that could provide you with a easy way to develop an entire YouTube channel and, most importantly, passive income. If that sounds like something you're into, sit back, relax with a cup of tea or coffee or whatever your drink of choice is, and let me tell you just how to do it. It's actually relatively easy and relatively simple, and you have so many options. As we can see right now on the screen, we have Notebook LM uploaded. Okay. I have our channel here, and I would like to thank you for subscribing and liking the video. But I'm going to bring up this Notebook LM. It's a little bit wonky. Okay, it's a little bit wonky. However, it works. And the cool thing about Notebook LM is specifically this generation feature. This generation feature is for the creation of like a two-person podcast, and that two-person podcast is created via your sources or because of your sources. So initially, I took the transcripts of previously created videos on my channel and posted them in here. I tried to place an entire video on here, but one video that I wanted in particular just was not working. So I chose to just text out exactly what I wanted to talk about. So, what is Notebook LM? Notebook LM is a language model designed for focusing specifically on whatever it is that you want to focus on. Typically, when it comes to something like a Chat GPT or a H2O, they've already been trained on other content. They've already been trained on books and things of that nature that that really didn't require your input. And no matter how much you try to, these things still influence what your language model, what your AI generates, right? Notebook LM supposedly is attempting to create a more smaller, um, not atmosphere, but a more smaller playground with much more focused information coming from you, the user. And you, the user, decide what this language model is going to look at when it, say, does the generation of this podcast, or when it does the generation of a study guide or a table of contents or things of that nature. I'm actually going to create a study guide right now and see what it generates. Um, I'm also wondering if from the study guide, like, can you make the language model have notes? And then from those notes, can it generate information from that? It also has this chat feature here, but to me, the chat feature and things of that nature are, like I said, wonky. They don't function as they should all the time. Here it says making money online from small steps to snowball effect. I like what it's generated here. Key concepts is Microsoft content creation with AI, scaling content creation, platform diversity, content bundling, reseller rights, and the snowball effect. So that's pretty cool. Then it also has a quiz with answers. I'll definitely like that. Essay questions, glossary of key terms. So I definitely think that's pretty fascinating. So it can create a study guide. It can create a briefing doc. So let's let it do that. Basically, the reason why you might want to have, excuse me, this is this definitely helps with content creation, making your content more refined. Remember that I said that when I create my stuff, when I create my content, I need to refine it. Right now, as you guys are seeing, this is off the cuff. I would much rather be more genuine. And the less hurdles I put in front of me in order to create content, the easier it is to create the content in the first place. Um, so basically, think of NotebookLM as your very own ChatGPT right now. But you can, again, you can only ask it, or it's best to ask it information about what you have given it. Now, I have had some problems with the generation of the podcast because if you don't give it enough information, it will go off on its own tangent. Um, it will come up with its own explanation or idea for what should be said within the podcast. So that makes it a little bit of an annoyance. So I would suggest being very detailed and basically finding relatively good resources um, for its generation. So let's hear what this podcast that I created, or what I had it paying attention to, is previous information or previous ramblings from me about passive income using a snowball effect with Microsoft Word rewards, from Microsoft Rewards going into using the image creation, their image creation engine creator, if you will, so that you can, number one, earn the rewards basically on the fly. Number two, take those pictures and concoct or create um, books, different types of books from them, then take those books and create podcasts, articles, but audiobooks also, and take all of that content and bundle it up and resell it as a full package of done for you products so that others can sell those. Um, that's what I tried to do here. That's what I tried to text and paste here, hoping that they would be able to get that or pick it up. So this is what the um the generation, the AI has decided to generate. It's 10 minutes and 38 seconds of content. So let's see what it sounds like, shall we?
Okay, so you're looking to build some passive income online, and you found this interesting idea about using Microsoft Rewards to kind of get started.
Yeah, and a lot of people see those points just building up, and they're thinking, man, there's got to be a way to like make this work harder for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're already doing it. Why not? You know what I mean?
Right. Like, why not make it work for you
Yeah.
instead of against you?
Exactly.
So what's interesting here is not so much the points themselves, but what they represent.
Right.
Like, you can turn your regular digital life
Yeah.
into a way to generate at least a little bit of income.
Exactly.
And we're just talking about those little tasks that you already do anyway, like searching on Bing.
Using Edge. It's funny because people think, oh, it's just $5 a month. But you know what? It's $5 a month that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
It
It adds up. And it's $5 a month just for using the internet.
And it might even be more than that. It depends on how much activity you're doing.
Right.
So it's like finding a $5 bill in your pocket, except it happens every single month.
Yeah.
Just for doing what you would normally be doing anyway.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's a nice little bonus.
Yeah. So I know what you're thinking, though. $5 a month isn't going to pay the bills.
No, it's not, but it can be a start.
Right. So how?
It's seed money.
Okay.
So think of it like this. Remember that user, what was his name? Sean Poindexter?
Yeah.
Remember we were looking at his account?
Yep.
And he had racked up like 12,780 Microsoft Rewards points.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a decent chunk of change right now.
Yeah.
Let's say he takes those points, he converts them to gift cards,
Okay.
and he uses those gift cards to maybe invest in a course on building niche websites.
Okay. I see where you're going with this.
Right. Now he can use those Bing rewards to cover his web hosting fees for a couple of months,
Huh?
right? Suddenly, those seemingly insignificant points
Yeah.
have now helped him to launch a potential asset, a website that could generate income for months or even years to come.
That's a great point. So it's like we can use these micro rewards
Right.
to unlock these bigger opportunities.
Yeah.
That could potentially snowball into something much larger.
Exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of snowballing, I was really intrigued by this idea of using Bing Image Creator to generate images for digital products.
Oh, yeah. That's a clever strategy because think about it. You can literally type in flowers black and white, hit enter,
Yeah.
and you have a unique image that's ready to be dropped into a coloring book
Yeah.
or used for some other kind of creative project.
Right. And the fact that Bing is giving you points for it is
Yeah.
like the cherry on top.
It's like they're subsidizing your creativity.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So,
You did mention the 150 points per day cap for Bing Image Creator.
right.
Yeah. And that's where things start to get really interesting because you have to start thinking strategically about how to maximize your output within those constraints.
Okay.
So, you start thinking, okay, if I can only generate this many images per day, how can I make sure that those images are high quality? They're going to be in demand and they're going to help me reach my goals.
Right. And that's where that idea of multiple accounts and automation comes into play, right? Like, how do we scale this up?
Yeah.
But before we go down that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
let's take a step back and talk about the different types of digital products you can actually create with these AI-generated images.
Okay.
Man, that's not too bad. Whew. That is not too bad. I think some people are missing out on the elements that are actually of importance to be thinking about or to be worrying about when it comes to this LM. Um, First of all, when it comes to this notebook and that generation, right? If you hear it, it sounds like the speech of two individuals. It's not robotic. And of course, it's a male and a female voice. Again, it's not robotic. Um, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. And I'm not going to have you guys listen to the entirety right now. I don't want this video to be too long because I want to get to the good part. And the good part is, well, then this means that number one, you can take, just like I have, you can take and create your own videos. Okay, you can create your own videos. Then you can take the transcription of said video, right? You can go, if you ever want to find the transcription of a video, you go to the video on Google, I mean on YouTube. I wish this didn't count as a view, but it probably will. Anyway, you're gonna go down and you're going to, you can hit more, and it will you can hit show transcription, and then you grab the transcription. You can remove the timestamps here and just copy and paste the entirety of your transcription. There are going to be some typos because this is auto generated via YouTube, but nonetheless, you grab that transcription, then you head over here to sources in your NotebookLM, and you just simply, matter of fact, I'm going to do it for you guys right now. I'm going to hit where is it? Okay, hold on. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. I talk too much. Okay, here we go. Copy, paste. Right? Boom, there you go. Okay? And then that is now one of your sources. This has Amazon, separate video exactly how to do just that. So we'll insert that there. Okay. And typically it says it only uses 5 sources, but that's 5 sources that are huge. Now I have 9 sources. So I think the 5 sources it would normally use, like I said, are like videos. Videos are pretty hefty. They're pretty long. And so like the sources actually has a certain amount that you could use, as you can see here. All right, and oh, matter of fact, it says source limit. It says 6 out of 50, so you can have 50. So that's pretty good actually. Also, you can use websites, YouTube videos, Google Docs, Google Slides. So you can do so much with this. But okay, you take your transcript that you've created. No one's seen it yet. No one has to see it yet. And you, like I said, you post your sources. You add extra context with texting, with text-based information, and then you hit generate. You can generate the study guide. If you have a study guide, that's a new form of content that was not available before. So these study guides can be something that you sell, right? You can have your course, you can create a course and have a study guide, have it create a study guide automatically, right? Relatively easy. Please look at it. You can also use frequently asked questions and have it basically generate the ideas or topics for your next video, right? Can I resell or offer resellers rights for my digital products? Absolutely. Why is diversifying important for online income generation? Boom. Here's my next videos. Okay, those can be my next videos. Um, but last and not least, each time you generate one of these sound bites, let me download it right now. Each time you generate one of these, it's unique. If I delete this one and generate a new one, it's going to be different from the old one. So this means one piece of content or a few pieces of content can generate you loads and loads of sound bites. With these sound bites that basically become podcasts, okay, um, you can then take and go to the podcasting segment of your YouTube channel specifically. Okay, so let me go here. If you have created a podcast, you can take and go to the podcasting segment of your YouTube channel. If we go to content, I believe it is, and we go to podcasts, right? You can take and go to the podcasting segment of your content, generate some kind of video, right? Generate some kind of videos and upload them here. Post all of them here as a deep dive into XYZ, deep dive into XYZ. And now, like I'm talking to you guys while basically my podcast is being generated for me automatically. It says this may take a few moments. No need to stay around. Sometimes I stick around. And the cool thing is, number one, this information, the frequently asked questions, the briefing, the what is this? The timeline of events. Can I close this again? Okay, the study guide can go into your podcast as either links or it can go into your podcasting description section. Um, you have a bunch of choices, but you will now be able to generate these relatively quickly, thus giving you a multitude of content on your channel. Okay. Um, and the cool thing about it to me is at least these podcasters actually do make reference to the video that I created. They make reference to me by name, and so it gives a slight air of what's the word, of popularity, like, oh, your channel is well known, or oh, you got some views or something, like it helps you look more organic, it helps you look authentic, it helps you look like there's some buzz around your name, it helps you look good. So even if you weren't sharing my content, right, or even if I wasn't sharing my content personally, where I'm speaking, where I'm talking, where I'm showing things happening, then um, then with them, with using that voice, use those voices, using this LM to create the video, or at least again to create the sound portion of the video, then you know, um, others won't know it's me until it's too late. uh, Now you can take this up a notch. Okay. I always tell you guys to use Bing Image Generator, and I still am. It's to me, it's the freest, best thing I've been able to use. Okay. So what I'm going to say is I want to generate the two podcasters so that I can have their lips moving and talking later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to um, wait a minute. I'm going to say what it is that I want these characters to look like, and then I'm going to make a separate background for them because I want some movement in the video as well. Okay, so here we go. Let's say, oh, I'll push create. Hold on. I need a male and female podcaster at a table, one across from another, with a green screen background. All right, so the green screen background is so that I'll be able to move the camera. I'll be able to zoom in on the two podcasters. Um, and that way, oh, oh, I don't need male and female podcasters at a table, at a table, one across from, I gotta say the other. Um, Let me see, with a green screen background. Like I like this. I want more of this. Um, and I want to do. I want them to be real. So photo dash realistic. And so you guys are just seeing the early editions or the early renditions or the early creations of the a podcasting segment, deep dives into, and then whatever my topic of choice will be, um, or somewhat deep dives, semi deep dives, or something like that. Let me see. I think this is as real as it's going to get. Yeah, this is not too shabby. I actually like this one a lot. I'm gonna download this one and I'm gonna resize into landscape mode just to see what it comes up with, because basically landscape mode or creating a landscape mode picture is like a second edition of the picture. It never comes out exactly how the previous one was. Yeah, like this is pretty good too. Yeah, this is definitely pretty good too. Dang, I hate the fact that these are going to end up being cut off because they're green screen, but it is what it is. So, oh yeah, that is better though. They were already there in the first place. Um, I think this is pretty good too. Yeah, I definitely, because I like that lighting on their face. Um, wow. So, oh wait, can I scroll down? Because I can't really see their feet. Oh, you can't really see their feet anyway. Um, yeah, but so far this one has been the best one. So what I'm going to use, because right now their mouths are closed, so I'm going to have to use a software that I have to make the mouths open, and then yeah, then that's pretty good. Now I'm going to have to do a little bit of research because I'm going to generate one more. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of research because I did see someone else do something similar, but they had the people like being outside or something like that, which to me was weird. Like, yeah, they're talking across the world. They're basically podcasting from another location with their camera and things of that nature. But these are too kitty like, child like. Um, what was I saying? Oh, but I did basically I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much. Let's see. Let's generate another one. I know it's got to be a better one out there. Oh, oh, these are pretty good. These are all pretty dang good. Let me see what this one looks like. Okay, this one's not too bad. I wonder what their mouth is gonna look like. Let me resize this one too. Um, Close that. I definitely want to resize this one. This is so good. Close that. Let's see what we got here. This one, let me see. Okay, this could be fun. Whatever they pull out on this section could be really fun. Definitely resize that one. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to do any more. So what's going to happen is basically. No, no, not that. Anything but that. Oh man, that's a good one. Dang. All right, this one's pretty good. I like this. You got enough space. We can see everything. Okay, we'll keep that one. This one I also love this one too. I don't know what's up with this, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Um, but we'll download that. Yeah, this gives me a lot to work with. Like behind the scenes or something. So look, here it is. Look, 9 minutes 50 seconds of this new content that was generated.
Ever find yourself, kind of daydreaming about building an online business, maybe even generating some passive income?
Yeah, who hasn't?
Right. You're not alone, that's for sure. And what if I told you there's this, well, a method? It all starts with something as simple as getting rewarded for, like, your everyday online searches.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. We're diving deep into your notes today.
Okay.
And this YouTube channel you found called Note to Self, hosted by Sean Poindexter.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
To see if this whole, multi-step approach to online income is, well, is it worth exploring? What do you think?
It definitely grabbed my attention.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating strategy, that's for sure. It kind of flips the script on those make money online schemes you see everywhere.
Totally.
It's not about chasing the latest trend or anything like that, right?
Right.
This approach starts with like a foundation, something you can actually build today
Yeah.
using tools you probably already have.
Right. We're talking about Microsoft Rewards.
So we see how like that. I added one extra passage from my YouTube channel. But other than that, it again generates something unique. 9 minutes 50 seconds, and now I'll end up with another podcast that I can release to the channel. Which again, I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by, and I really appreciate those who subscribe. I'm hoping to see that you guys are creating with all of the tools. Right, I try to get tools. I try to introduce you guys to tools that, most importantly, are free. I'm doing this for free. As you can see, you haven't seen me pay any money other for my phone. Right, got to pay my phone bill. Other for the internet, got to pay my internet bill. Other than for my home, got to pay my rent. Other than for stuff that's actually of importance, washing clothes, gas, electricity. Okay, other than for those things, um, man, other than those things, we have these free tools available to us to create loads and loads of content. And so, with all that being said, this has inspired me to actually make another video, a better video, all about podcasting and how you can easily facilitate and create podcasts. You know that podcasts normally require more than one person, especially when we're not talking about news topics or things of that nature. And We probably should have more AI news over here. We probably should have more tech news over here. We probably should get into the news spectrum just to facilitate the growth of our channel. But I would best like to actually advertise. I would best like to talk about you. Let us know in the comment section below who you are, what it is that you do, and most importantly, how we can help you do what it is that you do. If you have a product, good or service that you want to showcase, and we like it, we will definitely make a video all about it. If for some reason you do not yet know how to create products, you are in the right place. This here is the channel known as Note to Self, a show where we use AI tools in order to facilitate passive income online because we like the Gucci, the Prada, the Venti, that silver, that gold, those Benjamins, those Franklins, those Franks, those doubloons, the cabbage, the greenbacks, the money. Okay, we like that. We need that. We want that. Um, and we're not going to shy away from that. If that sounds like something you can get behind, you know exactly what to do. But if for some reason you don't know how, let us know in the comment section below, and we'll be more than happy to assist you in subscribing and liking. I have been your host, Sean Poindexter, showcasing to you the new Notebook LM by Gugu. Okay. And I will see you in the next video where we discuss more about podcasting and show you how to get your very own podcast host. Um, or not host, but partner. Okay. It's relatively easy, relatively simple, but we have to show it better than we can tell it. Until then, I will see you in the next video.